Ready, I want to talk about it in your groups. How can we figure out a similar pattern like this that generalizes a pattern for the number of white dots? So 30 seconds to kind of think about it on your own. And I'd like you to share out in your groups. Now, for those of you having trouble getting started, I want to encourage you to take a look at the picture itself. Can you group these in any particular way? Do you notice anything interesting about the groupings of the white dots? And feel free to mark on your papers or mark on your boards. I'm seeing some people grouping them by columns. Some of us are counting up the number of white dots per term. Let me be very clear. You want to look at the entire pattern. You don't want to just look at the fifth term. You want to look at n equals 1 all the way to n equals 5, the one you just drew. Take a look at how the groupings change each time for your white dots. I'm going to give you guys, if you guys are working so hard, I'm going to give you another minute or so to think about this on your own before we start talking about it within our groups. And you're looking for a way to generalize the pattern for our white dots. And I would encourage you guys to take a look at these sheets as well, not just your n equals 5 on your board, but look at the entire pattern on this sheet and feel free to mark it up. to get everyone's attention on the board just for a minute. And I'll let you guys think about this a little bit longer. I'm seeing a lot of people actually write out the school, which I think is a really good strategy. You're noticing on my first term, I have 1 white dot. On my second term, I have 3 white dots. On my third term, I have 6 plus 1, that's 7 white dots. On my fourth term, I have 4, 8, 12, plus 1, 13 white dots. And in my fifth one that you just drew, you have 5, 10, 15, 20, plus 1, 21 dots. Now a lot of you guys are looking at the numbers themselves and figuring out, oh, I see a pattern here. I see from 1 to 3, I have a difference of 2. From 7 to 3, I have a difference of 4. From, sorry, this is terrible. 13 to 7, I have a difference of 6. And then from 21 to 13, I have a difference of 8. So some of you are noticing that I see the pattern goes 2, I'm adding 2, then I'm adding 4, then I'm adding 6, then I'm adding 8. So my second order sequence has a common difference of 2. Now, while this is a great find, will this help me find the number of white dots in my 100th pattern?
Yes.
It could, right? Theoretically it could. I can expand this out all the way to n equals 100. But don't you think that might take a little bit long?
Yes.
That's a lot of work, right?
Yes.
I think there might be an easier way. Check out what we did for our black dots, right? Somebody recognized, based on this term number, I see that this term number and the number of black dots are related. Based on that, we're able to get this. The number of black dots is going to be my term number minus 1. So if I want to figure out how many black dots are in my 100th term, I don't have to sit here and draw out 100 different patterns. I can just look at this and say, oh, I know all of my black dots are my term number minus 1. So if my term numbers are 100 minus 1, how many black dots will there be in the 100th term? 99. And that's what we're looking for our white dots. This is great. You found the pattern. But we want to generalize that somehow so we can say, what about the 500th term? What about the 600th term? How do we figure out that? We don't want to sit there and draw this out for like 600 times. Right? We want to get some kind of general form where we can just plug in the term number and determine the number of white dots. So I'm going to give you about 2 more minutes to think about this on your own, and I want to encourage you to look at this entire thing. Don't just look at number 5. Look at this entire thing and think of ways you can group these squares. I see some people marking on the actual paper of the entire diagram. I think that's a good idea. Yes, you can. I'll do this. How does that number relate to your white dots? If I take this is number 1, and minus 1 would be 0. If I take this one, 2 minus 1 is 1. So you're telling me how many black dots are on face right now, that was not as straightforward, right? I would recommend that you go look at this and start thinking of ways to notice about how much you like. Feel free to scribble all over this. There you go. Just a few more minutes to think about it. I'll give you guys another minute. You guys are working so very focused on this. Get back together in just about 30 seconds.